normally this cable
Yeah.
is supposed to go through this pipe.
Louder. Make it
straight down. So someone show me put this thing. Let me put the wire inside. So the whole of this cable has to go through this pipe.
Okay.
And this pipe goes in, fitting inside the hole.
Okay.
Of the upper part of the fan.
Okay.
So this now connects to the base.
Okay.
Through this.
Okay. Okay.
So everything is supposed to be fitted this way.
Okay.
This to this.
Okay.
This goes into the hole.
Okay.
The cable passes through.
Yeah.
And then it comes down.
Exactly.
Then joins with this one underneath.
Okay.
So there is no way, if actually this customer did this.
Yeah.
Did this way.
Okay.
There is no way this cable would budge.
Cut over there.
Yes. Because it's going in.
Can you see the cable is cut? Can you see the cable is cut? Because the customer was trying to force it. Hold on. Let me just show you. Because you were trying to force the pipe in, like with the cable outside, and in that case you have broken the cable. See the cable you have broken, and that's the reason why there's no connection. And even what you're seeing here, maybe you're getting a partial connection. You probably have some little light come up on the screen, but then that's not sufficient enough to power the fan. Hope you understand what damage you have caused me. And I sent you 2,000 naira to transport these things to you, to get it back to Lagos. Look at all the stress you put on my platform. Okay now. So
most times it's just the setup. Most times when they get the setup wrong, this thing affects the electronic components. Okay. So because if this positive and the negative wire comes in contact, it should definitely affect the panel. You see? So normally positive and negative does not. They're not supposed to touch at all. Yes. So that's why you have this coating and you have the separate individual coating as well.
Can you see?
So you can see that the two wires are open. You see? And if you're looking well, the positive, the brown wire is almost touching the blue wire. You know. It's okay. So I can't really explain what he or she did. No. I mean, it's obvious that what he did was that he forced the piping to it. That's obvious, right? Because these things were tested. There's no way this cable will be inside and you're putting it like to badge. It's not possible. It's not possible because you're fitting it in. So there's no way, except there's no way, even if you want to bend it this way to put it in, it won't go in. Exactly. So far it goes through this pipe, it must fit in all through. Exactly. No way it will bend in, because if it somehow bends in, it will move in. So it goes in straight in, just like that. And then once it goes in straight in, you're meant to now use this. I'm seeing. Can you imagine? I'm seeing your nut in this place. How come the nut is over here? Because the nut is supposed to be here, in here, for it to be so you can screw behind. From here. Exactly. So you can see. If you check where the damage is, you can see it's at the point of where the knot is. Maybe I don't know, man. So anyway, now this is a new one to compare to the one that was returned. I want to test so you can see the difference. This is the one you returned. Can you see? This is a new one we want to test, just for you to understand what damage the customer caused, because this is a fault in the course of installation. So this is the one the customer returned, this is the one exactly which was damaged. So look at it. When we plugged the socket to it, it's not lighting at all, no power at all, and that is because of the brake. If the brake has caused a surge, it has affected the panel. You understand? This is a new one now. You can see the cable is intact from inside. The new one, the cable is intact from inside. Unlike the other video which I showed the other time. And this is not intact. The both intact here. So I'm plugging in now. You can see the light coming on immediately. This is to NEPA.
You can see, starts. You can see that it's working. And this is the way it's supposed to be.
The same cable.
The same cable, plugged to
the same adapter.
From the same adapter, so to say. You see, it's working. So this is just to let you know that you have to be careful in the course of installation, so that we won't be having this kind of unnecessary fault. This product was sent to Kogi and then returned back to me. I don't like kind of people making noise on my platform, trying to disrupt our operation. You see a number of customers who have said so good things about Dizatone product, and then you want to try and rubbish the product. The man is trying to open up the panel now to see whether he can fix it, because the surge has affected the panel. When he plugged in the cable to the electricity, I haven't broken the cable. He sent a surge to the panel, and that's what he's trying to fix now. So we really need to be very, very careful in the installations. These are very, very sensitive electronics, just like your television, your basic electronics. It's not like your fridge or your iron, which have elements in them. This is different. You see, we've been able to open up the panel now. Can you see?
Everything here is electronic.
You see, it's all electronics.
There is no coil.
No coil at all. This is not like your iron or your fridge.
Not like TV,
just like your television, your radio, your Wi-Fi, your phone, etc. You understand? Any small surge will send signal to the panel and it will damage the panel. That is what has happened. You can see now, it's trying to check with another panel, because obviously the panel has been affected by the small surge in the breaking cable. And I hope we all are learning something from this. Even as a matter of fact, you put such protection on your television, and the protection you put on this kind of such protection you put on your television depends on the capacity of your television. So if you can get a such protector for these electronics, it makes them last longer due to the sensitivity. So I advise that you get a such protector. They are very cheap. The one that will power this fan is maybe just about 1,000, 1,500 naira. Please take note of that. You get to enjoy your fan for years and avoid all this story. Please.
There is nowhere in Nigeria you have like 2.240 years or being stable. Nowhere. 5-4 hours. Nowhere.
Most places you always have either high current or too low current. It's never 220. Sometimes they give you 280, sometimes they give you 140, sometimes they even give 120.
Where I stay now, the light fluctuates, so I have stabilizers and
you see?
Power guides.
Over here now we are using generator, we're using stabilizers just to make sure that everything is solid, because this is a big location. We have a lot of stores, so we cannot afford any kind of surge in this place. So I advise that you also have such protection too, to stabilize your lights. There's the current flowing into your electronics, your television, your fan, He has changed the panel now. He wants to test it now to see whether it will work. I haven't changed the panel. You see? It's lights come on now. I haven't changed the panel. That means that breaking cable had affected the panel. The other time, it didn't work.
Is it on now?
Test it now to see if it will work.
It's on now. Okay, you see.
Focus on the head.
That thing flash.
You see, it's working now. I haven't changed the panel.
It's working now.
So that breaking cable, the positive and negative cables touched because of that surge. So the connection of the positive and the negative cable, and that's why it damaged the panel. Now it's working. You can see it's working now. So it's going to try and you know, tape the cable for you, make sure everything is inside and package it back for you. Please understand that I cannot afford all these damages. You understand? The profit margin in the business is not so much. So please, I would not be able to contain this kind of error again. So my advice is that when you're installing, be extremely careful to make sure you do it rightly. I don't understand why you want to pass the cable outside the pipe. It's not right. You cannot be wanting to pass it. The cable is meant to go into the pipe, not outside the pipe. You see, this is this sharp edge that caught the cable. You can see it's a very sharp edge. That's the only thing that could have caught the cable. Please, I will not be able to. I cannot afford this kind of the time. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. Please take note of that.
I think it's fake. It's carelessness. Now, because I'm